Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm up early enough for it still to be morning on the East Coast. And the West Coast is crawling out of bed. How are you? How are you? Happy Memorial Day. You got plans for the weekend? See that beautiful sky behind me? That's what we're doing, not driving our cars. Well, I'm usually not here on Saturdays, but I thought I would hop on because as I listen to different places, if it's the news or Facebook or people talking, there seems to be for some people a sense that we've been punished. You know, let us go, let us out. We don't want to stay home anymore. So people are releasing themselves, I guess they feel like, out of the lockdown. But one of the things I want us to remember while we're wanting to bust it loose and get out of L7 lockdown is this is a health crisis. Have we forgotten that? Georgia opened up and there were students, young folks in line, no 6 feet or no 6 degrees of separation, no mask to buy tennis shoes. I'm like, really? Tennis shoes? You jeopardize your health for a pair of tennis shoes that if you get sick, you won't even be able to wear because you may not be too sick to wear them. And there's another store I heard of. I forgot where they were. She opened up her store, famous footwear, I think it is. And hi, David. And there were people bum rushing the store everywhere, no mask. They were rushing for shoes like they used to rush for toilet paper. Hi, Kate. So I'm like, have we forgotten this was to protect us? Have we forgotten it's a health crisis? It's health. Now that exposed so much connected to it. Our hospitals don't have the ventilators, don't have the equipment. We're not up to speed technologically as we should be for our health. You know, we got a car on the moon, but we don't have a health system that can navigate this pandemic. But we have a car on the moon. That's that right there is the, I don't want to say the discrepancy, but that's how we are. We have a car on the moon, circling the moon, or did you send it to Mars? Playing music. But we have people down here in hospitals that are insufficiently staffed. But it's a health crisis. Okay, so for me, that's 4 areas. For me, that means it's on us. It's on us. I don't care if you want to say it's the Chinese flu or the purple flu or the apes flu or the elephant's flu. It doesn't matter whose flu it is. It's our health crisis. We're like kids. So when someone says you can't do it, we want to do it. So now, the question I have is, how is your health? This is all about your health. It fathers me that people want to let us out so we can go to a restaurant. You want to go sit in a building, a limited space to breathe recirculated air because what? You miss restaurants. And expose yourself to what? So there's 4 areas. Health includes, of course, what we're putting in our bodies. What are we eating? That could probably be a whole post itself. Then how are you sleeping? Then what are you drinking? And then what are you thinking? Now, can you guys help me remember that? So, the first thing we start with is what are you eating? We're talking about heart disease, high blood pressure. These are the pre-existing conditions. Diabetes, which they say is a lifestyle disease. That means it's based on how we live, our lifestyle. I remember when I first heard that, I thought, what? It's all up to us? And it's all, the other ones too. There are a whole lot. I don't know them all. But what are you eating? When we started with McDonald's started in 72, 73. It was something to do. It was something new that was going to help us We were busy. You could run by, run through, rather, grab something to eat, come on back home. Now, McDonald's has become a way of life for people. Oh, that's great, David. I go walk too for the sun. Doesn't have any yet, so. But now, McDonald's has become the place where people go to feed their families. No matter how often they tease us about the fact that McDonald's burgers last for years and years, people are still buying them. So the question to ask yourself is, what are you eating? What are you consciously choosing to eat and why? Is it going to build your body up? Is it going to support you? Is it going to sustain you? More importantly, is it going to sustain this body? See, we forget our body's like a computer. Whatever you put in your computer, right? That's what you get to use. That's what pops up on your screen. Well, it's the same thing for our bodies. Whatever we put in it, that's what it works with. We're feeding it. It's a machine. You think of it just as a body, but it's a machine. It basically runs itself. It tells itself to set its own temperature. Itself when it needs to cough. It's a machine. And if you want it to the highest performance for you, like you would for a high-performing car, then you got to give it the high-performing foods. What is so hard about eating in a way that will sustain you on this planet, sustain your body, and keep you rich? Yep, I said keep you rich. Why do I say that? Do you know how much medication costs? Oh my gosh. Before the pandemic, I remember people driving Los Angeles, California, just outside LA and Pasadena. People driving from Los Angeles down to Mexico, parking their cars, walking across the border, getting a car in Mexico so they could buy their medication there because it was at least 50% less. 50% less going to Mexico. And they would do that. Now the thing is these were young people. I walk in the middle of the street. These were young people. These were like 22, 23, 24-year-olds. Who wants to be on a drug and needles starting at 24 for the rest of your life? Who wants to do that? And why would that be good enough for you? To take that shot, say, okay, I can go on with life. Versus changing your eating and keeping your doggone money in your pocket and take a vacation. I don't get it. Except for we're lazy. Sorry, don't mean to hurt your feelings. Because to eat healthy does take discipline. To stay healthy, to keep this machine healthy, it takes discipline. I guess we're just undisciplined people. You have to want to be healthy. You have to want to be able to walk up hills like this and hear your breath and know you're breathing deeply and you're pumping and your heart's working and everything's getting what it needs from just walking. What stops you from just taking a walk? What stops you from choosing to eat something different? Now, I don't talk about too much that I haven't experienced, so you can trust me on what I say. I'm not telling you what somebody told me. I'm telling you what I lived. It took me years to realize about diabetes. First of all, I thought diabetes was because you ate sweets. So I figured I was never going to have it because I don't like sweets. I didn't eat sweets. My mother said when I was growing up, she had birthday cakes, but I wouldn't eat the cakes. All the kids would. So I'm going through life. Okay, I'm good. I go to the doctor and they tell me my A1C is, I don't know, 6.3. And I am through. I don't know about you, but I was in tears. I'm like, 6.3? I don't eat sweets. I don't eat candy. I don't eat sugar. I don't eat cakes. I don't eat anything. Then when she said, it's anchored in the carbs, I was like, oh, hallelujah. Sheesh. It's the carbs that turn to sugar? Oh my God, do I love Cheerios and bread and cornbread. I went back and forth with it, changed my diet a little bit, got my numbers down, didn't pay attention, numbers went back up, got them down again. I refuse. I don't know about you, but I refuse to get caught up in some of America's BS. They weren't putting me on any kind of medication. I wasn't taking any shots. I don't like needles anyway. Never could have been an heroin addict. They weren't going to do it. As long as I knew that I had the power within me to change it. And that all I had to do, get this, all I had to do was change my eating. Bam, if I wasn't changing my eating. So what stops you from putting in the effort to make sure that you have the health that you want for this journey? You came here a brilliant, amazing, well put together being. The universe and God have given you everything that you need. So life comes and you get unhappy and you start eating. They're forever showing TV shows where women are upset or broken up with somebody and there they are eating a pint of ice cream. I hate that messaging. Oh, when you get unhappy, eat. If it takes you eating correctly to be healthy, why won't you do it? Why won't you do it for you? Do it for your kids, for your family. Do it for your money. I cannot imagine. I will not be paid $500 a month on medication. If I have to just eat vegetables, I don't care. I won't give it to them. I will change me. So ask yourself, what are you eating? How come you're eating it? Is it powering up this body? Food wasn't to make us feel good. Food wasn't even about it tasting good. Food was about the nutrients that this vehicle would need. Just like you put oil in your car because it needs it, not because you want it to have a certain kind of flavor of oil or a certain color of oil. It needs it. Well, our bodies need certain things. Unfortunately, we've gotten hooked on sugar, 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 sugar. It's in the cereals. I'm always concerned when I see little kids with cereal boxes. They eat the sweet sugars or drinking the Welch's juice first thing in the morning, not to mention the Coke. Anyway, you get my point. What are you eating? How come you're choosing to eat the same way? This is a health crisis. The next thing, and don't tell me it costs too much to eat healthy. No, it doesn't. You can hit the farmer's market, get just about every single vegetable you want, and come on out of there easily for maybe $10 at the most. So don't try it. Stay out the stores, go buy in bulk. You can pull it off if you really want to and if you matter to you and then to others. I don't want my son to have to take care of me because I wouldn't take care of myself. So that's your health. You're eating. Now it's your sleeping. Are you sleeping? How can you think this body, this machine as it is going to run and run and run and run and run and run and not need a break, not to need to be fueled, not need to be pampered? We used to like those all-nighters. I can remember that when I started an entrepreneur. I can remember that when I was writing my second book. I put my son to sleep. Oh my God, he wouldn't go to sleep till like 10:30, 11. Then I would write from 11 to I was freezing in my legs and feet, which was probably around 4 o'clock in the morning. Then I'd go to bed. But it was a purpose. On a regular basis, I go to bed at 10 o'clock. I get up at 6. No clocks in my house on me. No alarm clocks. That's just what my body does. The universe wakes me up. Sleep is one of the most important things that we have a tendency to stop doing. Oh, we're going to stay up all night, do it all nighter, and watch Netflix. Stay up all night and do it all nighter and watch whatever. Your body needs to rest. When we go to sleep, for one thing, we stop bugging the body with all our thoughts and all our worries and all our anxieties and all our concerns because the body absorbs that. It gets to just rest. It gets to refuel itself. It gets to nurture itself. Spirit gets time for us, the ego, to basically leave it alone. But we don't value sleep. We don't value sleep. And I understand it because I didn't either. It's probably been the last 9 or 10 years. Maybe not. Maybe like last 5 or 6 years that sleep became a good thing to me. Oh, and I'm not playing. When I started to get sleepy, you know how you do those things to make yourself stay up? Oh no, I do just the opposite. Let me go put on a nice robe. Let me take a bath. Let me do whatever I need to do to go to sleep. I can't tell you how important it is to sleep. I can't tell you how important it is to get the little ones in bed early and to fuel your body. That's part of your health. That's something you can do. They don't need to be up to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning because you're up. This machine right here, just like our computers, it is our responsibility. Just like our cars need to have their oil changed, they need to have their tires changed, our body needs to have certain things done to it as well. And we're not doing it. And no one else can do it for us. Oh my God, are the hikers up here today? So get your sleep. And let me go back. Did I have that as part of your health? Was the water, what you're drinking? Now that's a whole nother ball game. What are you drinking? How many calories are in what you're drinking? How much sugar are you taking in with what you're drinking? I mean, there's so many ways that we are just slaughtering our health. Consciously maybe, or even unconsciously. Because I know some people are like, well, I'm gonna get some calories or I'm gonna do this, but so what? I want it. Yeah, but then you don't want to work it off. Then you don't want to burn it off. Then you don't want to keep your body as healthy as it could be, and you worry about why am I having this problem or that problem. Sleeping, drinking your water. Drink your water. Drink your water. Why you don't drink your water? They got so many different kind of waters on the market, it's crazy. When there's only one water in the universe. They got sweet water, sugar water, water with fragrances. When you smell it, oh, it's a hiking crew. They have tons of waters. And you can't find one that you like to drink on a regular basis? About to get myself hit. So water, simple. You want something sweet. You want something sweet. Why? Because you're addicted to sugar. That's going to be an issue for you to have to review. Because all you do is just stop eating the sugar and it'll go away. So, what did I say? Your health. You're eating, you're sleeping, you're drinking. And now let me also add your thinking. These are my people. This is what we do in Pasadena. My thinking. Okay, so the other people waiting to go in, go hiking. My thinking. What are you thinking about yourself and about your health? Because see, there are people in the greatest health physically, but what's happening in their mind, they might as well be eating poison. What's happening with your thinking? How many times do you talk yourself out of exercising? How many times do you give yourself an excuse saying, oh, I'll do this later, I'll do that later? How many times do you put off what you said you would do? You're putting off promises to yourself because of what? Something else or someone else? How many times are you doing that? How many times are you reaching for the healthy food and then telling yourself, oh, no, it's okay. We'll have this ice cream over here. And then you convince yourself that having the ice cream is okay. You convince yourself that having ice cream is okay. You can have diabetes. And here's the thing about the medication. The medication to me says, people are saying, yes, I know I need to eat differently. Yes, I know I need to exercise. Yes, I know I need to drink more water. But you know what? I'm going to take these pills and just live my life. And if that's what it is for you, then you go right ahead. Then don't complain when America's raising their prices on prescriptions, because that's what they will do. Don't complain about the pharmaceutical companies wanting to make money, because that's the agreement they have. That's what they're going to do. Instead, get yourself off the medication, get yourself into the health that you can be in, and then your money won't be going to the pharmaceutical companies. Now, I know there's some people that have dis-ease in their body, that this won't apply to you, but I'm talking about the people who can make conscious choices, that whatever you're doing and whatever pills you're taking them because you don't choose to do the work and make the commitment to your own health. And if that's where it is for you, then that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go right back down. That was 4 miles. But if it is, then you're the one that's gonna have to take control of your health. It's funny, just look at all the people up here. The people coming up the hill. I don't know if you can see all the way down there, so I have to go back down. But these are our mountains. This is where we hike. That's the trail up there that everybody's trying to get into. And then it goes back up in there. And we can go all the way up to the top, and there's a railroad station, an old railroad station up there at the top. But the thing about it is California is known for health. People always talk about us, about what we do and how we dress. And, you know, we're all flaky people up here. But no, we're trying to stay healthy up in here. And if it's nothing but going for a walk, you can't tell me you can't go for a walk. I have a gentleman that I watch walk up here. He's got to be about 85 or 90. And he walks 1 foot in front of the other. He is so determined to make this walk. There's another guy who comes up here with his 2 walking sticks. and he's easily 85 years old, or, they're elderly and they're making this walk. And yet those of us who are able-bodied will stay at home, look at TV, eat biscuits, laugh and talk, drink and whatever, and put this vehicle of a body in danger when it can work miracles for us. It can work miracle for us when we treat it like it's something amazing and special. So you got to be mindful of what you're thinking, what you say to yourself when it comes time to exercise. How do you talk yourself out of it? And why do you let yourself off the hook? Why do you let yourself off the hook? We want to hold the government accountable. We want to hold the president accountable. You want to hold the police accountable for people they shoot. You want to hold the senators and the assemblymen. I'm talking. You want to hold them accountable, but when do we hold ourselves accountable? The one thing that we are totally 1,000,000,000% responsible for, ourselves. When do we hold ourselves accountable for what we're saying and what we're doing? Hi, Martina. Hi, you guys. Good to see you this morning. How are you? And where are you? How are things on the East Coast or Midwest? So we have the control over this. People always want, I want control. Can't tell me what to do. Whole lockdown. Can't tell me how to stay in my house. I'm going out. And I don't see why when you want to bust out of the lockout or the lockdown, then everybody's got guns. I'm like, what is this? The Wild Wild West? What is America? What is up with America? Because you want to be out of your lockdown, just walk out the freaking door. Why you got to have guns? Why are you taking guns places? Boy, I tell you, it's a health crisis. And all I wanted to remind us of what we're going on about health and when we can leave and when we can't leave, and we want to get back into restaurants and we want to get our hair done, get our nails done. Good morning. It's a health crisis. Our nails can wait. Our hair can wait until it's time for us to go and it's safe. The rest of the time is for us to really look at the choices that we are making with the food we eat, with the water we do or do not drink, with the sleep and exercise we do or do not get, and with the thoughts that we do or do not think that support our health. And keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. We don't know who has this virus. Keep that in mind. We're not getting tested. No, we're not, because most of us don't trust the test. And if you get tested, they say you could be positive 30 minutes later. So it's a health crisis. Stop fussing so much. Stop pushing up against it so much. Make conscious choices for yourself and your family. But you can start making those now when you decide what you're going to eat and what you're going to cook. And let me tell you, it ain't easy. I'm cooking every day for my son and I. And it's only two of us. So I know if you have more, I hope you're fixing huge, large pots of food. But to eat healthy, yeah, you do cook. You use your money differently. You cook your food instead of buying fast food. There's no fast food that's out here at McDonald's, at Popeyes, at Burger King, well, Chick-fil-A, at Chick-fil-A. My son loves it. I don't eat there. At what else? Wendy's. What other ones they had? Did I say Jack in the Box? Who told you that that was the healthiest food for you to spend your money on? And what is it that's going on inside of you that you keep spending your money that way? Well, I just want to remind you it's a health crisis. Relax some. Relax. We've got to get through this, and we have to think 2 months out because we're in May. California is supposed to be locked down to June 1st of July. Come August, the kids are supposed to go back to school. So if we don't work something out and we don't navigate something and think beyond this moment, what are parents and families going to do when there's no schools for their kids to go to and they can't go to work? So it's all connected. It's all connected. Yeah, I may go out this weekend. I'll take a drive with my son. I'm going in the opposite direction of where the people are. I'm going to go to the vacant beaches and sit on the side of the road and listen to the water and maybe pick up some food or some clam chowder soup and eat it by the water and then drive myself on back home. But I'm going to go to a beach and sit down with a whole bunch of people that I don't know who has what, and I don't even know what I have, and say, here I am because I want to be defiant and be in the sun? Come on now. We're better than that. Even if you don't think about anybody else, think about yourself. Why would you expose yourself to all of that? I thought it was interesting that they're at the beaches where the sign says 6 feet apart. Ain't nobody 6 feet apart. They go to the park, though, and they draw circles. They put circles on the ground, and they separate them by 6 feet. Perfect. Everybody was in the circle. I'm like, that's America. Tell them what you want them to do, and many of them will do it. Not all of them, but many will do it. And that may be the way we live going forward. But health will continue to be an issue for us. It's going to stay an issue. They can open up everything and tell us we can walk around and do whatever, but our health is our wealth. Our health is our wealth. Understand that. Without health, you don't have anything. And I said when I got to my 60s, 70s, and 80s, I was not going to be in a wheelchair. I was not going to be walking all slow because I didn't do my exercise. Or when I got ready to take my trips and travel, I couldn't walk up the pyramid again like I did when I was younger. Oh, no, no, no. I made that commitment to myself. And you will have to make a commitment to you too. You only got this one self. And while man is doing good with creating bionic arms and legs and all that kind of stuff, it's great replacement, but it ain't what God made. When God made each and every one of us, we are one of the 7 billion amazing expressions of God on this planet. Why won't we take care of our beauty and the beautifulness of what was created in and through us? So that's my Saturday surprise. It is a health crisis, and health is our wealth. I started walking this hill. I want to say it. David was on one day. I was complaining about my thighs and, well, my glute on the right side hurting. So I've been walking this hill probably most of March and April, May. It took me till May to get here to walk this hill without it hurting, without it bothering me. I go up and come down. I used to go up and sit a minute and stretch and wait. Not anymore. So if I can do it, and I am not the age that you think I am, if I can do it, you can do it. Really? I'm in the middle of the lane and you're going to drive in the middle of the lane? You can't drive straight? So it's up to you. It's up to each of us. You have to decide what you want for you. You have to decide what you want for your children. It hurts me when I see kids walk around with those little fruity cups that their parents are giving them with the straws. That's got so much sugar in it. That wasn't made for you or for the health of your children. That was just to hype them up and get them addicted. We have children with diabetes that's like 12 and 13 years old. And we're the land of the free and the most amazing planet, the most amazing country on the planet. We're going to fool around and be a third world country if we're not careful. So anyway, have a great day. That was a Saturday surprise. Remember, it's a health crisis. Remember, with every decision you make, how am I taking care of my health? Just ask yourself, how am I taking care of my health? If you're going to go out this weekend, be smart. First of all, ask yourself, why are you going out? Nobody told you didn't have to go out. You could have gone out all those other days, but you made a choice not to. So make choices now. Yes, we have to open it up, but we can be mindful in how we open it up. Make yourself healthy. Make that be a priority for you. You're the one that has to tell this body to get up and go for a walk or go to the gym or exercise or get some sleep or drink more water or eat more vegetables. That's our power. Use your superpower and create an amazing, amazing body that's going to carry you through this journey with grace and ease. Okay, so calm down. I think that's why it rained a few days ago. I think the universe was like, shh, calm down. So calm down. You can come and go. With each choice that you make, each decision you make about where you're coming and going, is it the highest choice that you can make for you, for your family, and of course, neighboring community, and then for the world. We have to consider others now. Whoa, they flying down the hill. Wow, there goes the bikes. I don't know if you can catch them. They all gone down there. Anyway, have a great day. Good to see you, David. I'm doing good. Martina. Vernon, if you come by, how are you? Crystal S. Foster, I see you popping up on a regular basis. Hashtag replay. Let me know what state you're in. You hear me say that? Replay. Let me know how you are. How are you doing? How are you navigating the lockdown and what's going on for you? Okay, have a great day. Take good care. Bye for now. Hey, have a great Memorial Day too. Whatever it is that you do, have a great Memorial Day. Just be mindful, think about it, plan something wonderful, have picnics, water balloon fights, maybe a movie day, go to the park, but find a park where there's not a lot of people. The park that people don't normally go to that park. If you've got beach and water, then go to the beach and the water away from everybody else. We can still enjoy life. We just have to be willing to do it differently and think about others more than we ever have. Take good care. Bye for now.